What's up with the YouTube fam, man? I'm back again with another video. Look, man, I want to start this video out by saying I am so thankful for this lady opening her door to strangers, you know. Basically, long story short, these teens were basically held captive inside of their own home by their parents, you feel me? So, I mean, they figured out a way to muster up the energy to actually leave the home and run for safety. And they went to someone's home, and when they went to their home, they actually opened the door for them. You know what I'm saying? I've been seeing it all over the internet. I'm glad that that woman opened up her door, whoop, 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 you know, stuff like that. And I'm feeling the same exact way because, you know, in the time that we're living in right now, nobody want to open up the door for strangers, especially if you ain't got no clothes on and stuff like that. They're going to really think you're crazy. They don't want to deal with you. So for this person to open up the door is very, very commendable in my eyes. And she used her discernment and figured out what she needed to figure out about this situation and take it to the police, to the proper authorities and things like that, and got the situation squared away. Now that the parents are in jail and things like that, I am so thankful for that as well, because, you know, if these children would have been captive a little bit longer against their own will, they wouldn't have made it. But yeah, man, I've been seeing a lot of people talk about the stuff, you know, and I said, man, let me go ahead and get my own separate videos, everything, you know what I'm saying, because I want to get a real detailed review on the situations. And what I mean by I've been seeing people speak about it, I'm talking about like on social media and stuff like that. They've been writing posts about it. I've been reading certain things. I said, man, let me go ahead and get into this story. But yeah, man, always be aware of your surroundings, you know what I'm saying, because you can be overlooking something being done to someone in your own neighborhood, your own area and things like that. I know a lot of us like to mind our own business, but I mean, when it comes to certain things, we got to be, you know, aware and try to help as much as we can. You know what I'm saying? If you don't want to call the law, you tell somebody else. But however you're going to do it, just make sure that you help somebody if you feel like they're in some type of need. But I'm pretty sure nobody ever would have thought this was going on at all inside of a home. So yeah, man, we're going to go ahead and get into this whole situation. I'm going to tell you what I feel about it during the video and after the video. So if you don't want to hear me talking at any point in time during this video on my channel, just get up off here and go find it somewhere else if you can find it. It's all over the news, all over the media, so you should be able to find it. You should be good. If you can't find it, that's on you. I really don't give a damn about you no way. But to all my loyal supporters and my new supporters, man, y'all already know I'm not talking to y'all when I say that. All I want y'all to do is hit that like button for me. And yeah, tell me what y'all feel about everything in the comment section, and add out my social medias as well. Facebook, Snapchat, Instagram, all that is my name, Carlos King. And my second YouTube channel as well is called Carlos King 2. That's if y'all want to add any of that. But if y'all don't want to add none of that, I'm not doing no tripping on none of that. Let's get into it and see what the hell going on, because I ain't even got a chance to watch all of this in its entirety.
A mother and her boyfriend accused of handcuffing her children, starving them, and holding them captive in a laundry room are set to be brought back to Harris County tomorrow.
Zakia Duncan and Jova Terrell were found in Baton Rouge after an Amber Alert was issued in Texas. Matt Doherty in Cypress tonight with the video of the teen twins starving and begging for help. We want to alert you, the images you're about to see are difficult to watch.
Meaning I can't show them
Nobody
on my
could
channel.
imagine what was allegedly happening inside of this home. The kids who escaped described a life that is truly a nightmare. It's close to 5 o'clock on Tuesday morning. Home surveillance cameras show this pair of 16-year-old twins, a boy and a girl, who have just escaped.
These are the pictures I saw.
They spent more than half an hour going door to door, desperately seeking help.
You need some help?
Yes. Can you put a lot of sand, please?
What's wrong with you? What? What happened?
Please. We just need somewhere to be right now.
No, we can't do that.
Unsure of the circumstances, nearly all of the neighbors told the twins to keep moving. At about 5:30, the temperature was in the 50s.
It was exactly 5:27 in the morning when I heard the doorbell ring.
A single mother at home with her daughter was the first and only person to open the door.
They so
I just
small.
needed the kids right away, so I quickly opened the door. I told them to come in, and I quickly shut the door and I locked it.
The woman, who asked that we not use her name or show her face, says she led the twins to her kitchen.
I sat them down, I brought them blankets, covered them up, and the first thing the little boy said was, "We're starving." Basically, we're saying like, "We're hungry. Can you give me something to eat?"
Looking at the 16-year-olds, it was obvious. After giving them something to eat, she started asking questions.
When the little girl was here standing, she was visibly shaking and was showing me her handcuffs. They would say, "We just broke out of these." They told me that their mom kept them locked in the laundry room, naked, zip-tied from the ankles, and handcuffed from the wrists. They said we would pee and poop on ourselves. And they said when we needed to bathe, the mom would let them use the dirty mop water to bathe. They didn't get a bath. They got dirty mop water.
It turned out Zakia Duncan had been arrested for child abuse in the past in Louisiana. Court documents show her children were removed from the home back in 2012. We asked Louisiana's Department of Children and Family Services why the kids were returned. But they told us that state law prevents the agency from even acknowledging an investigation.
How can a mother do this to their kids? You know, how can a mother...
Because that's not a mother. That's a demon. That's an evil person. That's somebody who's controlled by the devil. You know what I'm saying? Everything about this situation is so demonic. I don't understand why you would even put a child in this type of predicament. Those are real mental issues. Now, like I always say, man, you know, people be having mental issues, but at the same time, they not crazy. They know what they doing. So I'm gonna hold them accountable all the way around. You know what I'm saying? But from the details that they're giving, man, this is so sickening, man. You know, I feel like they need to go through the same things that the children went through in times 10. You know what I'm saying? Then after that, you know what to do with them. You know what I'm saying? Get rid of them, dispose of them. But as far as like just actually having children down there, really needing help, starving, needing food, just all those other type of things, man, it's just so sickening and disheartening. And I feel like that anybody that's really like governed by a spirit like this, bro, they need to be executed, because I mean, certain things that people do is really installed in them. There's no way that you can get this out of them. This is embedded in them. This is a part of their DNA now, you know. I mean, shit, it's just hard to explain certain things on a certain level because I'm not in their mental state of mind. But really, on the outside looking in, they just crazy as hell and demonic, you know. I'm glad that them children are safe, and I hope that they never ever have to go through anything like this again. And I hope that them parents don't get free. You know, it's sad to say that, man, but you know, I feel like that shit, some parents don't deserve to be parents. I know a lot of us feel like that, you know. And then I don't understand why when something happens, people always get to get back out on bond or get the children back. You know, I feel like that these people need to go ahead and get held accountable a little bit more. Don't bond their ass out. Let them sit a little bit longer. Let them get so-called rehabilitated. But as far as like releasing them back out, they can go commit the same crime right back again because they didn't learn their lesson over a 12-hour to 24-hour time span. You know, it takes time for that. But yeah, man, this shit is crazy as hell. And when you lose your child to certain things, especially when it comes to abuse, I feel like you shouldn't get them back. That's just how I feel about it. But let's get back into it, though.
Feel like this is okay to do. They deserve it. No kid deserves this.
We spoke with
Nobody
psychologist
does.
Dr. Whitney Crossan with Houston's Children's Assessment Center. She says children who suffer this kind of abuse can recover with the proper help.
Oftentimes we think there's no way they can possibly
And love.
get through all of this, but children are so much more resilient than we give them credit for. Really what they
Facts.
need is just ongoing and consistent support.
Love. They need some love.
KHOU 11 News.
New details about the teenagers who escaped abusive conditions in Cyprus. The neighbor who answered their plea for help is speaking out tonight, and a warning: some of the video you're about to see is disturbing. KPRC2's Brandon Walker's in Cyprus tonight with much more on the case that sparked an Amber Alert.
Horrified,
Sad, bro.
hurt, abused, desperate. You're watching the moment two 16-year-old siblings took their lives and ran for help, finding a neighbor, showing the handcuffs they say their mother made them wear. We've blurred their faces, but what you see...
It was about 5:20-ish, 5:24, I think, is when they started ringing the doorbell.
is what a neighbor saw when she opened the door and let them in.
She was wearing a hoodie. She reached into her hoodie and showed me the handcuffs, and she was like, we just escaped.
The neighbor asked that we conceal her identity. She says she called 911 Tuesday as the teens told her what they say their own mother had done.
She kept shaking, and she was like, my mom's kept us locked in the laundry room, just scratches and bruises all over his arm. Both of them had severe scars around their wrist.
Louisiana State Police Tuesday arrested the teen's mother and her boyfriend in Baton Rouge. Zakia Duncan and Jova Terrell tonight are in police custody.
Look at them
Investigators
damn
say they
fools.
fled the home they rented in Cyprus with 5 other children, prompting an Amber Alert. All children have been accounted for, including the 2 who couldn't take it any longer.
I have all kinds of emotions.
Anger being one of them because, as we've reported, Duncan in 2012 faced 3 counts of to juveniles, CPS with a documented case history.
The mother got a slap in the wrist and probation and did a little class, and then what did CPS do? Here you go, you're fit to be a mother now.
The neighbor says she hasn't
she mad?
spent much thoughts focused on the brother and sister, the teens for whom she opened her door.
Before they took her off, she looked at me and she said, thank you.
Damn.
On the back end of that neighbor says that she told the children that they will always be on her mind. She says the investigators have their numbers and she just wants to make sure that they are okay tonight.
Dang, that's the end of the video. You know, this situation right here is very sickening, like I said, and I feel like they don't deserve to be free at all. You know, I mean, they in the right place, in a damn cage all day long. You know what I'm saying? There's so many criminals that's out here you know what I'm saying, doing things like this and walking away scotch-free. But, you know, when it comes to, like, having a little marijuana or something like that, they don't really think about, like, letting them have a little leniency. They just want to go ahead and max them out, and situations like this happen, and you can get right back out. It's crazy as hell how the system works. But, you know, as far as, like, these children, man, it's so much of a blessing that those children actually got somebody to open up their door around that time of night because, you know, I ain't gonna lie to you, I wouldn't even open up my door. You know what I'm saying? I mean, if it was a situation like this and I feel like it was some abuse going on and I can actually see around my full house, so it's a little bit different on my end. I probably would have opened up the door, talked to them through the speaker like they did. But, you know, as far as, like, you know, other people these days, I can totally understand why they didn't open up the door for them. It's kind of sad that it was something like this happening. But, you know, the way that things are going now in life, you know, how much times have changed. You know, you can't open up your door to nobody. You know, back in the day, you used to leave your doors unlocked and things like this. Shit, nowadays, you better not leave nothing unlocked. Your car door, nothing. I'm talking about anything. So, you know. But, yeah, man, it's just such a blessing that they're okay. You know what I'm saying? I'm very, very ecstatic and happy about that. You know what I'm saying? But, yeah, that lady who did it, man, you're a miracle. You're a blessing. You know, I'm glad that they found somebody like you because a lot of people would have never did what you did. You know, had the courage to open up the door and try to help them out, especially being a single mother with a child inside of the home. Yeah, she was brave as hell, you know. But this whole situation is sickening. I hope that they get the maximum sentence that they can get. Life here, that's what they deserve. And, you know, one thing that I was just thinking about, you know, y'all made it to the end, man. I'm gonna start telling y'all a little bit more about me and shit like that, you know. But basically, long story short, you know, I used to watch the you know, animal rescues, you know, and I love Animal Planet, you know, stuff like that, especially when I was younger. But, you know, I mean, I'm saying all that to say, I was watching dogs and stuff get rescued, you know, and when they have a collar on for so long, it starts digging into their neck. You know what I'm saying? It digs real, real deep and starts making like a full ring around their neck. And those cuffs was on those children's arms, and they had those same type of rings, which means that those been on them for a very, very long time. That didn't just happen over 2 or 3 days of, you know what I'm saying, being held captive. They've been like that for a long time. So, you know, I feel like that this situation really, really took a turn for the worse when it comes to having children inside of somewhere being captive. But on the other side of this, they getting their justice. You know what I'm saying? I really do love that about this situation. But I want to know what y'all feel about everything in the comment section, man. Y'all like, comment, subscribe if you like my commentary. If you don't like my commentary, I really don't give a damn. I'll let y'all later on another video. Shout out to you again, Miss Lady, if you run across this video, for helping those children out because they really, really needed you and you came through for them. Real talk. And to the kids, if y'all see this video, man, y'all stay strong. Y'all stay positive. You know, I know it's going to be hard to forgive, but, you know, try to keep pushing, man. You know, that's all I can say. You know, I'm not really there to help y'all or do anything like that. But, you know, just try to keep it pushing, man. Stay strong out there, you know, and try to find it in your heart to forgive them. Which I know it will be very, very hard to do that. But, you know, I got to throw some type of positivity out there for y'all. You know, I don't want y'all to have that deep, dark cloud inside of y'all. You know what I'm saying? That hatred inside of y'all. Because, man, you know, y'all are free. Y'all are alive now. So it's something to be happy for. But I want to know what y'all feel about everything in the comment section. Y'all like, comment, subscribe, if you like my commentary. If you don't, I really don't give a damn. I'll holler at y'all later on another video, though. All right.